Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kimberly and I have ADHD. I'm sorry if you hear my printer in the background, but as I am preparing these planners for you guys, I have been printing like crazy, trying to test out the layouts and the way I like it before it's all finalized and sent out to be printed. So sorry if you hear that. I tried filming this video yesterday, but it was a massive fail. I attempted to use my phone, which seems like a great idea because it shoots in 4K. So, and the camera that I currently have, I think it only goes up to 1080p, and which in this day and age, it was crazy talk when I bought this camera, you know, like maybe 5 years ago. But I tried filming, but the mount that I have, so I have a mount and it comes with this, little remote that you can use to turn on the shutter for your camera. And so I was like, oh, that's a great idea. So I tried that, and then I screen mirrored it to my laptop so I could watch myself while I was filming, because if my phone is mounted, I can't see myself. So if you guys have any other suggestions, please let me know for filming other than on this camera that has a little flip up display for your filming on your phone. So I have a little bit higher quality if I can. But the screen mirroring kept turning off after like 10 minutes, and then it kept stopping my video. So I don't know if that was just me, or if it's a screen mirroring thing, if there's no activity on your screen mirroring on your display phone, I don't know. So that was a fail. So I just scrapped the whole thing, and then by the time I wanted to film again, it was really late. So we're doing this today on Wednesday, and this video is going to be me moving into my planner, my new planner that I created from the classic Happy Planner. So the planner that I made is going to be, the one I'm creating first is actually going to be just for ADHD, and what I've pretty much created, it's just about finished. I'm just doing a few minor tweaks, but the company is going to be called Panache Planner, but the planner itself is going to have its own name, and it's going to be tailored completely to an ADHD customer. So it's going to be made by me who has ADHD and has found nothing that really works for my needs, my wants, everything that I look for. I mean, I get kind of close with this, and I got pretty close, but it's like, it's not perfect because, you know, nothing's as good as the planner that you create. There's my printer. Nothing's as good as the planner that you create. So what I also envision for this planner is to kind of have a community too. So if something's not working for you and it's either useless, unnecessary, or you want something, I want feedback, and I want to create something that actually works for us ADHD brains, and find something that actually is useful, because a lot of the things that I do find are pretty, but they're not useful, and they're not functional, or they're like, there's a video out there by, I think, How to ADHD, and it says about why bullet journaling is the best for ADHD brains. And I've tried bullet journaling, and I'm sure you have too, but there's no structure to it. You have to do it yourself, which as an ADHD person, that's kind of I would say a double-edged sword, because you want to be creative and you want to have this freedom, and you don't want to be told what to do, kind of, but you also need the structure of where to start, how to create your life, and then you can be creative in it. So that's kind of how I see it. And then I also wanted to kind of touch on how I use my planner with my ADHD. So this will be kind of a chatty video. Thank you again in advance, because I have no idea how long this is gonna be. Hopefully it's not gonna be too long. I don't know, me personally, I like watching planner videos that are a little bit longer, because then I can do something else in the background, because ADHD, I can't just sit and watch a video with all of my attention. So I'll put something on, and I like the longer videos just so I can have that extra chatty time, kind of get to know someone time. But if my videos are too long, please let me know. I'll cut them back. But I like talking with you guys. I said this in the video yesterday before I scrapped it on the cutting room floor, but the most I get to talk every day is to you guys. And I love that, because I work from home, and it's just me and my dog, and Luna's sick of listening to me. So I love that I get to talk to you guys. So I'm sorry if it's long, but I like to talk to you guys, and I enjoy it. And there are other people that are like me, and we can kind of go on this journey together. So quick break, sip of water. I am having this, wow, that's a terrible angle, but you can kind of see it. So it's red, like it's a pink color, but it is sparkling water with passion tea from Starbucks. So it's their passion tea, the unsweetened passion tea. So I just brew it at home like a cold brew and then just mix it with sparkling water. It is delicious, guys. Let me just tell you, don't sleep on the sparkling water DIY stuff. All right, so if you didn't see my first video, this is my current setup that I have, and I've been kind of working in this the Panache planner, my new one, which is going to be called something else. I'm sure you guys can probably guess what it's going to be called for the ADHD one, but I've been working kind of in and out of not this specific one, not this one right here, but a copy of it basically. I've been going in between back and forth working to see how it works for the last few weeks and really testing it out, really kind of putting it through the ringer to see how it's holding up and what needs to be changed. And I've made a lot of tweaks so far. So if you saw my last video, I talk about how I did not like the font in the last one, in the last planner, my first iteration. Let me show you. Okay, so like how crazy is this, guys? So this is a big happy planner. So my first little section is my first go at this was just making the 8.5 by 11 because I'm going to make it in different sizes, but just for printing purposes and for me testing it out, 8.5 by 11 was good enough because then I don't have to cut anything. But these are just old layouts or things that didn't work or things that I didn't like. These are like, this is just, isn't this insane? This is just the, sorry if you hear my stomach growling too, because yeah, I forget to eat. These are like old layouts. They're just layouts I didn't like, pages that were maybe slightly off that just weren't perfect. So let me show you the old font, which was this. So it was more of I don't know how to describe that. Old school, like bookish font style. I didn't like that. The more I looked at it, the less I liked it. So I scrapped that and I took it to a more minimalistic font because I also ran it by my boyfriend. He's probably sick of hearing about planners by now, but I asked him because he said, he was like, as a guy, he's like, I wouldn't want that font kind of thing. And I was like, that's a great point. So something more minimalistic. That way the decoration is going to come from you guys. So whenever I see planners that are like heavily decorated, and if you think of Happy Planner when they first started, every page is heavily decorated. Or if you see Erin Condren, like everything is super colorful, which is great. And that's the brand. But sometimes when you have ADHD, it's either distracting or it alienates a huge portion of people that may benefit from that type of planner. And I didn't want to alienate anyone, and I didn't want anyone to think that they couldn't customize it or it was too girly or it was anything like that. So I made it very minimal, and eventually what I'd like to see is to have this planner, this actual planner brand, go into more of a work style too. So that's going to be something down the road that I really wanted to put together aside from the just ADHD, is that have something that's more professional, where that's a fine line where a lot of the planners out there are so professional and kind of boring and a little stale, honestly, because you think of the old school agendas that people used to carry in the 90s, early 2000s, that was just a calendar for work appointments, before the internet. And then there's the crazy, colorful, over the top, rainbows, everything kind of planner. But there's a market for people who have ADHD. So I'm just going to talk about guys here. So guys who have ADHD that may not want a crazy colorful planner, that may not want, as someone on YouTube that I heard her say, gosh, what did she say? Rainbow vomit planners that are disc bound. And I love the disc bound system because they're customizable. And this planner is going to be totally customizable. But The planner rings, I think I've decided that I'm going to do just like frosted acrylic for the planner rings, because if I do, and I'm going to offer eventually metal rings, and they're going to be most likely like this with a hole, because I store my, like I said before in my last video, I store my discs on rings, or I store my rings, my discs on rings, I guess, my rings on rings. So I store them like this, and not everyone's gonna store them this way, but I think that if you had the option to do that, maybe someone would use it, I don't know. But that's just how I store them. So I like the ones with the hole. I think they're a little bit cooler looking, but let me know what you guys think. So I really wanted to have something that was going to be aimed at, you know, the people that are like me, the people who have ADHD, but also that don't need crazy, colorful rainbows, stars, all the things. And I love that stuff. I do. But sometimes if I'm going to be taking this out somewhere, or if I'm going to be in a work meeting per se, I'm not going to want to open up that planner in front of, you know, like board of directors. So I figured I would kind of give you guys the option to customize it however you want and make it your own colorful, but start with the base, you know, these are the minimalistic colors. Gosh, sorry, of course my stomach is just growling as soon as I start filming. So the planner itself is going to be, again, if you didn't watch my last video, it's going to be completely customizable for you. So you're going to get the option to have, you know, dated or undated. Well, let's start from the beginning. So there will be the ADHD planner itself, but you will have the option to do a monthly subscription where, if you're familiar with Franken planning, you generally only have 1 to 3 months maybe in your planner at a time, to not bulk it up, to make sure that you can have multiple sections, but of that month. So you'd have like 3 Januaries, and I'll kind of show you when I move this over, but I wanted to give people the option to be able to have multiple sections if they want, but not be overwhelmed by getting, you know, a full year, because a full year for someone with ADHD is very overwhelming. And I was actually brainstorming with my boyfriend about this, and he asked, he's like, well, why don't you just send them, you know, 12 months if they sign up? He's like, you could just send out 12 months all at the beginning. And I was like, that's a great idea. However, if you have ADHD, maybe you don't want the same planner in 3 months. Maybe you don't want the same planner in 6 months. Maybe you lose what I send you in 2 weeks. I don't know. There's a lot of things that happen between now and the end of the year. So I think that having a monthly subscription would be the best option for someone like me who might get, you know, if I got 12 months of inserts, I would probably lose them, crinkle them, get them dirty. I don't know. I might set my drink on them, and then they would be worthless for you know, months 3 to 12. So I figured that for someone like me, maybe there are other people that are thinking the same thing that I do, that if I got 12 months, I would just be overwhelmed. That's overwhelming for me. So I figured 1 month at a time would be good. And then you sign up and you would get your first intro pack, which is going to include, it's behind me. You'll get a cover page, which is going to be your cover page, which is actually this. So it'll say the planner name, and then it's not going to say this, but you'll get your, actually this is the hello page. What am I talking about? You'll get the cover page, like an actual cover page. I haven't decided what the design is going to be, if there is even going to be a design. But then you're also going to get the hello page, which is this, and it'll just say this planner belongs to, and then it'll just be blank down here. It won't obviously say Kimberly. You'll get the cover page, hello page. You'll get the ADH done in 2023, or the list that I like to call stuff I made my B in 2023. You'll get one of these pages, and if you have ADHD, you start a lot of tasks, but you don't necessarily finish them. So being able to have somewhere, this is important to me when I was making this, I created all of this from scratch. I just sat down and I really brainstormed what would be useful to someone like me. And someone like me who I don't think I'm like, oh, what would be useful in an Erin Condren? What would be useful in a Happy Planner? What would be useful in a Hobonichi and a Filofax and all of those things? So I was like, what would be useful for an ADHD person? And I was like, okay, so I start a lot of tasks and I don't always finish them, but it feels really good when I do. So these are just gonna be generic date I started, what it was, and date I finished, because being able to say that you check something off is monumental to someone with ADHD, because we could write books on things like I was gonna put a space in here actually for lists, stuff I started and haven't finished yet. Notice that there was a yet like in parentheses there. So for me, I didn't fill this in this one because this one's new. I don't think I've put anything in this. It should be blank, but I paid off all my debt this year, and that felt really good. So all of my debt is paid off. I started it technically 2022, but it was debt paid off, and then I finished it on, I think, the 10th of January. And that was a really awesome thing, and I need to check that off. But that not only gives you that hit of dopamine of checking something off, but it also, I don't know how else to describe this other than it makes you feel like a human, makes you feel worthy. It makes you feel like you're contributing. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe someone has a better explanation down below, but it feels like you're adulting almost, which I mean, that word's kind of silly, but it almost feels like you're like, okay, it was worth it. I finished it. And that's really hard for someone who has ADHD. And I didn't know that was a thing until I have, 15 hobbies that I have or things I didn't finish. And like now I'm older and I am finally finishing my college degree, and I haven't finished yet. So that'll be something that I want to put on there, because I'm hoping by next year I'm going to finish it, because yeah, it's a great feeling. So you'll also get moving right along. I just get all emotional about the the things that it feels good to cross off. So you'll get the calendar page, which I might have not even put it in yet. So it should be here. One second. Okay, there we go. I knew I just saw it. So I haven't put it in yet. So I'm just gonna move this to the side. And I have my calculator here because the ring light was giving me a weird glare. Nice. So this is gonna be your perpetual calendar. So you're gonna get the front. I think I'm gonna put notes, and I think I'm just gonna make it a dot grid, because I want these things to be things that you can pop in and move around, where it's not necessarily tied to the page before it. You know what I mean? Where sometimes, like if you have one of these, so if you have a calendar from, say, Happy Planner, the back of your January is tied to your first day. And it's kind of frustrating when you have your monthly spread and it's like the next page is like half of your week. So I wanted to make that something that wasn't a thing in my planner, honestly, because I found it really frustrating, especially when you're trying to Frankenplan, that you move stuff around and then you have to like glue pages together, and you have to take things out, or you have to white out something or put a sticker over something. And I don't want that. I don't want you guys to have to do that. So I made every section kind of its own little piece. So the front and back, so the front of the perpetual calendar and your 2 years at a glance are a note page and a note page. So you can put whatever you want on this. If you don't like the word notes, you can white it out, or I might just even leave it blank. Who knows? And just make the whole page just dot grid. But they're very, very light. I think you can see it. So let's see if I can turn this. I think you can see that. So if I turn the brightness down, but yeah, it's very, very light dot grid, that it's not going to be distracting. And that was really important to me too, was that you didn't have anything that was going to be interfering with either your design or your notes or anything that you wanted to jot down on here. Because if you, again, are neurodivergent like me, you get super distracted if there's a layout of a page and, I don't know, this was bright green. That would drive me bonkers, because that's all I would see is just green all the time. So you'll get your 2 years at a glance. Just move this over. So you'll get your 2 years. And another thing about that being really, really light, I think you can see it, is the 2023 and 2024. So I had it up here. I had 2023 and 2024 up here, and that was, again, very distracting. It was really bold, and I don't know, maybe you guys like that, but I found that having it more like a watermark in the background was a little bit less distracting for me when I'm looking at my 2 years. Because I want to, when I'm looking at my 2 years, I'm like, I have a purpose because I need to see something and I need to find a date or I need to be able to plan something. And having the years up there were just like, it was like really in your face. So I just made it more of a watermark in the background. But yeah, you'll get 2023, 2024, regardless of it being the planner that you order each month will be either dated or undated. So whatever you pick, you're still gonna get these in your startup pack. So you'll get one of these. You will get your yearly overview, which has all 31 days down the side, and then spaces across for January, April, June, May, April, June, April, May, June, and then all the way through the full year of putting in important dates. And I didn't put any holidays in here because not everyone lives in the United States, and I know that that's annoying when you get a planner and it only has American holidays and you're Canadian, or you may not celebrate all the holidays, or it's just it gets in your way. Personally, that's my opinion, by putting them in here. So that this way you can put whatever you want in the overview. You could put what dinner you're having every single day throughout the year. Like you can do whatever you want with this, and you can put birthdays. You don't need to do what you see on YouTube. You can put whatever you want here. So I may put in a habit that I did every single day here. So totally open to you guys. And like I said, being customizable is so important, because I find that you feel really restricted in a planner that you can't customize or that you don't feel was made with you in mind, even if it's labeled as an ADHD planner. And I've gone through a few of them myself. I've gone through many. I've gone through many planners, but I've gone through a few ADHD ones, digital and paper, and they just never fit. It was like the Goldilocks of planning, and so I figured I would just make my own. And I've wanted to do this for a very long time. I've always been a planner person. So, and then the back side is also notes, like I said. So you'll get that. But I want to, like I said, I appreciate when I feel like my wants, concerns, and needs are being heard and valued. So please, if you think of anything that you would want to see in there, whether it be an insert, whether it be an extra page or anything like that, please let me know. So again, you'll get, in your startup pack, you will get the perpetual calendar, and then you'll get a monthly calendar. So the beginning of this, you will still get a month, whether you want dated or undated, you get to pick. So like this is going to be a dated calendar, and I'm just going to pick February. This is the minimal style that I chose for that. Might be the company name. It might be the name of the planner. I haven't decided yet, but I didn't want anything else on here. So I wanted it very plain. So this will be February. If you get an undated, it will have probably nothing on the front, or maybe like a minimal design. I don't know yet. And then this is the one that I made for me. So if you guys like this, I'm happy to make it for you, but this is just literally I just made this for myself because there's a little more flair. So you'll get your dated calendar or undated calendar, either one. Very minimal, notes down the side. If you don't like it, we can probably take it out. Your monthly dashboard, and you'll have just columns, basically. If you want columns, you can put whatever you want here. So these are just little header sections that I figured you could do, like personal, work, school, I don't know, whatever you want in there. And then this is your monthly wrap up. And so you can kind of see, and I think that it's not totally picking it up the way I want, but you can pretty much see the gray boxes, but they're very light. They're very, very faint. Again, not distracting for you, not in your face. So it's not going to be obtrusive when you're trying to plan, but you can put memories here. Your monthly wrap up could be anything. You could make it your, all the food you ate. You could be all the places you went. You could do whatever you want with this last page. But again, this is just one section by itself, not contingent on anything else on either side of it where you're tied to anything else. The only thing you're tied to is your cover page that has February, or your blank page for your month that just has the calendar on it. So that would be the calendar. Another sip of my tea. This is the January, so this is exactly the same. exactly the same thing. This just has a page of the one of the layouts in it, which I will show you in a little bit. And again, this is the minimal January, which you got, this will start in February because, you know, it's already the end of January and I'm hoping to have everything launched and ready to go by the end of the month. I'm hoping for the 28th. Just that's my goal is the 28th. Everything will be live and you'll be able to do your ordering on the 28th and the site will be ready to go. All green lights. So you'll get the calendar, like I said, the monthly wrap up. So you can either pick from one with a month on it that's dated, or you can pick the undated, which is going to look just like this, just like an same calendar, just no dates on it. And you'll also get, which I set them somewhere, I did. You'll also get, if you get an undated, you'll also get month numbers. So I haven't even touched on the stickers that you'll get each with your planner pack and with the monthly, but you will get 2 sets of, so for your startup, you'll get 2 sets, and for every month you will get 2 sets of numbers because we mess up numbers all the time and I either drop them, lose them, get them stuck to something and find them on a random sweatshirt later. But you will get a set, and it won't look like this. It'll be a little bit nicer. It'll be a square. This is just what I printed out for myself. 2 sets of numbers from 1 to 31, no matter, yeah, I think I'll do 31 for the month, no matter how many there are, because even if that way you can just collect them if you want to, or you can throw them away. It's up to you. But I figured that I will give you 31 regardless if there's 30 days, 28 days, or 31 days. So you'll get these if you get an undated calendar, so that way you can obviously put your numbers in there. And they're just little squares, so easy, transparent. They're not, they shouldn't get in your way or anything, so they're just little transparent squares that you just pop on your planner in the little boxes. So you'll get those if you get an undated planner. Same thing, you also get the dashboard. This one is lined, so that'll be an option if you want. You can, sorry, that's super faint. You can see that it's lined, so this one has a lined box on the left and a blank box on the right, but the right side of the dashboard is exactly the same. So that'll be an option if you want a lined box. Like, everything is gonna be pretty much customizable. You'll just go through the site when you build it, you'll just build out whichever style you want. So you just pick, you literally will just select whether you want lined, not lined. And then you will get your daily sheets, your daily sheets, your weekly sheets for the entire month, every month. But when you start up, you get 2 months. So say you started in February, you will get February and March. Say you signed up in February, you will get, oh my gosh, if you signed up in March, you'll get March and April. So your very first pack will have 2 months in it. After that, every month will be one single month. So you will get, when you sign up, 2 months. So these packs that say you order on the 28th, you will get February and March. You will get 2 months. And then your next month that you get will be shipping in March for April. Does that make sense? So you get 2 months for the first one because I think that that's enough to gauge whether or not you like your layout that you picked, or if maybe you want to switch to something else. Because each month, if you don't, basically what I'm gonna do is, if you don't let me know before, like, I don't know, the 15th or something of the month, that you want to switch your layout, then you're just gonna get the same layout you had the previous month. But you're going to have the option up until about mid-month to change your layout for the next one. So say you had daily sheets for February, then you're like, oh, I want to try a weekly horizontal for March. You can do that. That's totally fine. You don't have to stick with the same layout for the whole year. You can switch it out every month. Just the cutoff is going to be the 15th, so that way I can start making them and start shipping them out in a timely manner. So, and getting them printed and cut and everything for you guys. So you will get your daily sheets, which are going to look, which I think I put them in this one already. They are going to look like this, which I think you can see that. So we'll go in a little bit. I can hold it up, but it's going to be a blank date. You can circle up here where the letters are, whatever day of the week it is. Priorities, appointments, meetings, today, and notes. I just put this in here, again, arbitrarily, but if you don't want these headers, again, let me know. I think I might just leave them blank, honestly, because not everyone, I'm not gonna tell you how to use this box, this little box with lines in it. This doesn't have to be for appointments and meetings. This can be for everything you ate that day. So I might just take these off. This is my first iteration with this font and this kind of layout. So we'll see. And a nice big note section, because no one likes to write, as I said before, no one likes to write on the end of a freaking planner at the bottom. So this is incredibly annoying when you're down here and you're trying to write something and you keep slipping off the freaking planner. So this is just notes, but you'll have plenty of space to write your notes, but you have plenty of space to write your actual stuff for the day, which is important because I wanted that in the middle and in the top where, you know, you're actually gonna write. And same thing on this side. This is formatted for the left page. This is a left page itself. And I might even move it over just a hair, just depending on it, because if you're left-handed, you want to be able to get to everything because you're not going to write on these coils, which is really frustrating. My boyfriend is left-handed and he has been QCing all of my stuff for me, which has been awesome. So he's left-handed and he has opened my eyes to the left-handed world struggles that this world has because living as a right-handed person, a lot of things are made for right-handed people. So I will also have that option, which this will be the first time I'm mentioning it. I will have a left-handed option too for your planner. So if you are left-handed, everything's going to be reformatted for you as a left-handed person. So I can't give you like a specific example, but most everything is going to be way to the left. It's going to be way more over, so you're not writing like right here if you want to, and vice versa. So this will be way over. Or yeah, this will be way over to the right. So you're not writing on these coils. I mean, you can always pull it out and write on it, but that kind of, I mean, it's okay, but it's not really a great solution. So everything's gonna be kind of shifted for your writing hand, which again, not a lot of people think about these things, but there are a lot of left-handed people in this world and they don't like writing on the coils of stuff. Just like if you're right-handed, you don't like writing on the coils of stuff. So I'm gonna format it for your dominant hand, basically. So you'll have that option too. When you first sign up is going to be whether you are left or right-handed. This will be your daily. This is one of the dailies. The other daily sheet, okay, I had to print off a new one because I scribbled all over my last one, testing out these stickers. So this is the other daily format, which is going to be, I think I'm gonna call it, I don't know, lines and boxes. So you just get you can see it very, very faint. Let's see if I can turn this down. If that helps at all, I don't know. I'm bad at this. Guys, YouTube tips, please. You can kind of see the gray lines that are here. So they're going to have gray lines on the left, a blank box on the bottom, and the same header, but then you get these boxes on the right, which again, if you watch my last video, you're going to see that these boxes fit these stickers perfectly. So I had shown you with the 8.5 by 11, the letter size before of the boxes fitting into those boxes. So they're the same boxes. These are just formatted just slightly different for fitting over these boxes. So these are going to be what I'm thinking and what I, like I said, envision you using these for. Are these right? Did I even format these right? I may not have. I don't know. Guys, help me. I printed this off, and this may be the one that was the error one, but basically these boxes fit, yeah, it cut it wrong. That's why it looks weird to me. So it totally cut these wrong. So these, here's one that looks semi-decent. It's been acting a fool all day. So these are gonna fit exactly over these boxes itself. So they'll fit right in there. So that way you can, and don't worry, I will fix this because that's frustrating, that it resized it on me. So This is going to be a box that fits right in there. So it'll be, you know, you can make this your habits you want to track. So maybe this is habits, and you go water, exercise. What else do people track? I'm bad at tracking. Vitamins, and then, I don't know, medication. So you took all those throughout the day. Or you could take these and basically it's your, again, these will fit, I promise, guys. That's really frustrating. I should have checked this before I started, but then this will be your, I need to go to Michael's. I need to go to the bank. I need to go to the store. So this will be your header area where you can write whatever you want to use these check boxes for. So that way you can either write it out or cover something up, or say you wrote something in here earlier in the day and you don't want to look at it anymore, which totally happens to me. Then you say, I'm going to make this my, I don't know, meal log. And so then for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and then you can put in all of your meals or whatever you put in there. Like I said, this is going to be super flexible where you can kind of put in whatever you want, and then these will fit right like that. So essentially, picture it where it'll look like that. Sorry guys, I thought that I reformatted it and then I forgot that when I printed it, it messed it all up because it makes it it sized it, it scaled it down to a different size than what I made it at. So these boxes will fit right like that, right in there. So you'll still get, what is that, six lines. I'm thinking 6 lines or maybe 5 lines, we'll see. But I'm thinking that it'll still be hopefully 5 lines, maybe 5 lines. I don't know, guys. Sorry, ADHD brain. So these boxes will fit perfectly in those boxes. They will. Like I said, everything will be QC'd perfect before we're ready to launch, but that's frustrating. It's so frustrating. Okay, so here's the 8.5 by 11. This is gonna be the letter size that I offer. And these, these should fit in here if I'm doing my brain math correctly. Am I doing this right? Is this the right one? It is, okay, so they'll fit right in there. That's still a little off. What is with my printer today? That one, okay. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna fix that, but that's frustrating. So these boxes will fit, they will fit in there. So then you'll have, oh gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess, guys. I'm a mess. It's just, I feel like, I don't watch The Office, but I feel like Kevin with a chili. I don't watch The Office, I've never seen it, but I've seen that picture before of him just dropping chili. I was like, it's kind of how I feel sometimes when I'm doing these videos with you guys. So then you do the same thing. So habits, and then you would write in your habits here. But this was supposed to be one that worked. Again, we do it live. So I don't script these things. You guys go on this adventure with me. So this is the other daily page anyway. So this is the other daily page where you'll have these little check boxes that fit in there, and you will get, I'm thinking that you will get 5 check boxes per day times your 31 days of dailies. So whatever 5 times 31 is, where's my calculator? Whatever that is. I can't do math, guys. I'm not good at it. I'm slow at it. What is that? So you'll get 155. Okay, I was right. I totally had 155 written down. So 155 of those per month. If you get 155 of these little boxes per month, if you get the daily. So you can either get the dailies, which you will get 31 days, because even if the month is only 30 days, you'll still get 31 days, because I believe in the fact that we will probably not maybe like a spread and we want to replace it. So maybe you can stash those somewhere and you can just kind of hoard them. So up to you guys, but you're still going to get 31 every month. You're going to, regardless of the number of days in that particular month. And then the next thing you will get if you pick the weekly dashboard, or oh my gosh, I keep saying this every single time, the weekly layout. So you could either pick 31 days for your month. Again, for your first box, you will get 2 months of these. So that'll be 62 of these daily sheets. You'll get 2 months. And then every month you will get 31 days of these daily sheets, which will be, what, like 15 pages, 16 pages, front and back. So you'll get 31 days to plan out. The next one that you can pick is going to be the weekly horizontal, and you will get 5 weeks, regardless of the number of days in that month or how many weeks there are. You'll still get 5 weeks of this, because I don't like when planners give you 4 weeks for a 5-week month. That's incredibly frustrating, and it just creates rage Kim. So you will get 5 weeks of weekly layouts. So this is the horizontal, and this has the days down the side, or up the side, I guess, and then a small little box, because no one likes to write on the end, right on the end of a page. So I gave you a little bit of buffer, and I didn't want to leave it just blank. So that way you can still write in here, and you're not writing on the edge of a page trying to figure out what your to-dos are at the very end of a page. It's stupid. So this is going to be your weekly horizontal, not your dashboard. And then you'll also get check boxes too for each of these days that fit in there. I haven't, I'm currently waiting on my shipment for the removable stickers. So these are removable. They're gonna be removable stickers that you can pull off of there. So don't worry about it ripping off your paper. They're gonna be removable stickers. So even if you put it on there, so say you put it on here, bloop, and you're like, oh, I don't like that. I'm just gonna peel that up and pick a different day. You can still pull them off. So that was important to me, because you will probably change your mind and not like something on some day. So I appreciate the fact that they're gonna be removable. And again, things that are important to me, removable stickers in a planner. So, I mean, you can make them permanent if you want to throw down some permanent, like a glue runner, but I mean, you do you, boo. So these will also have stickers. I don't know why I'm pointing with tweezers now. So these will have stickers that fit right in these boxes too. So you'll get 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21 stickers per week. So 21, what is that? 21 times 5. Guys, fast math. 105. So then you will get 105 boxes each month. Again, you will get 210 for your first month, because you will get 2 months. So that'll be 1 month of 105 stickers plus another month of 105 stickers when you first sign up. So, and then every other month subsequently, you will get 105 stickers, one for every little box, if you want to fill in every single box with a sticker. And this is important to me. I'm going to go on a small tangent, small segue, but after the water. But I get so frustrated, and I think that it is a total waste of money and a ripoff. Sorry, I'm ranting a little bit. But when you get a subscription box for, I don't know, a planner or some sort of stationery, and you get, like, I don't know, do I have a small, something to show you? Like that you would get, which I find humorous. Oh my gosh. And you get like this much sticker for the year. Or say you get, gosh, I know I have some around here and I don't have them handy. I don't know. They're like, here you go, here's your year of stickers. Like, that's so frustrating to me. So I did not want to do that to you guys, and I wouldn't do that to you guys. So I made enough Basically, I'm gonna make enough stickers for you to be able to do one in each box every single day. Because if you're going to pay for a subscription to something and you're gonna shell out, I don't know, $80, $100 per month, $50 per month, anything, and you get like nothing worth of stickers, that makes me mad. It does. It frustrates me, and I think that it's kind of a waste of money if you get like 4 boxes. You're like, here you go, use this for your 4 events. Pick which 4 events are the most important this month, and then use your stickers for those. So I'm gonna give you those. And then if you do want something like, let's see, let me just grab one of my boxes. So I make these are the stickers that I make, and I make them for myself. So if you guys want these, let me know, because I am happy to put these in the, in like a box. You might even get, who knows, I get crazy and my boyfriend yells at me for not thinking of the profit, but I'm like, I want to make someone happy, and that's way more important to me than the cost of making something. Making someone happy is way more important. So these, I make these 2-tone boxes. These ones fit inside the big Happy Planner, and these guys fit inside the classic Happy Planner. So they fit in the smaller boxes each month. So like, so say this is where's a month? So let's go to, goodness gracious, let's go to February. So these are probably gonna be too big for these boxes. I can just tell they're gonna be too big. So I make them for the smaller size. So they fit in there, which I care about again. So yeah, that would fit perfectly in there. So if you guys want these stickers, just like colorful, like just event boxes, like functional stickers, that's what I care about. Is if it doesn't serve a function, like a purpose, it's pointless to me. And I find that with a lot of subscription boxes or planner boxes, that a lot of the stuff you get is just totally pointless. You're not gonna get like 15, I don't know, inspirational quotes written all over the page. You're gonna get stuff that you can use. And I'm not hating on other people who have those subscription boxes. I think that they're great and they're beautiful. Some people's subscription boxes, they are just absolutely gorgeous. And if I had the means, I would probably buy them, because I like to buy things, but I like to buy planner things. But if you are trying to plan functionally, and if you have trouble sticking with a planner, decorative stuff doesn't really help you. Being able to use a planner helps you. And to me, you're not going to pick my planner, or you're not going to order this. I don't have a nicer way to say this, but like, you're not paying for it to be gorgeous and pretty and aesthetic and all of that. You're paying for the content, because I want you guys to be able to use the content that I give you. I want it to be a useful planner. I don't want it to sit on a shelf and collect dust for the next 12 months like all of our other planners have that we've purchased over the years. So anyway, long story short, if you want boxes like that, please let me know. I also make these, which these are just my little YouTube stickers for the days that if they're the right side, that I post on YouTube. So they're just little circle stickers. So if you guys want something like this, let me know. I can make them for you, and I'll put something like that in the box. But you'll also get, aside from those check boxes, these are the other ones that I make. So my boyfriend travels a lot for work, and so I put in little plane icons for when he lands and takes off and lands. These are mine. By the way, these are mine. That Flourish Papery is my, there we go. Is my stationery shop, which I believe I put on vacation mode at the moment, because I am gonna change it to Panache Planner, but I just haven't yet. But it should be by the end of today. But you're going to get not just those check boxes every month, and in the first few months, you're also going to pick, when you first sign up, you're going to get task stickers, which are these. So these are task stickers. They're not going to say Flourish Papery. They're going to say, they might say Panache Planner. They might, so just ignore that. They'll either say Panache Planner, or they'll either say the name of the ADHD planner. So these are going to be customizable stickers that you can put in your planner or on your day, wherever you want. That, of course, under pressure, I can't pull these stickers off, but you can. Let's see. You see how did those makeup gurus do it, right? Like you like put your hand behind it. So these are just transparent task stickers that you can customize for anything. So when you sign up, you'll be able to pick up to, I think 15 characters is what I decided on, that you'll be able to pick 12 or 15 characters, and you will get every month, how many did I say? Let's see. I don't know. You'll get a sheet every month, but you won't get to pick new tasks every month, if that makes sense. So once you sign up, those are like the ones you pick. Like those are what you get for the whole year. But I mean, extenuating circumstances, I can obviously change them. But like, say you had on here, I don't know, something Steve, and Steve was your husband and you guys got divorced somehow throughout that year. Yeah, I think I would change that and I would be happy to make you new ones, because that would stink if you had to keep looking every month and you got another thing that says date night with Steve and you and Steve are no longer together. Like that would be super annoying. Steve is the name of my shark robot vacuum, if you did not catch that on my first video. So Steve is the name of my shark vacuum little robot that goes around. So that's why Steve is usually my go-to name for things, Steve the shark. So you will get your first month, you'll get 2 months of these, and then every month you'll get a new set of task stickers, which I don't really know if they're going to be bigger than this. I think they're going to be like a full-size sheet. They should be, at least. As far as I know, I can make them this full size. So it'll be a full-size sheet, which is about 6 by 9, give or take. So you'll get a full sheet of that. Oops. Okay. Okay, sorry guys. So memory card is full. And then of course every memory card that I grab, also full. Awesome. And then now every truck is going down my street. Perfect. So where were we? Yeah, so you'll get these for however many, like I said, you'll get a full-size sheet of these task stickers every single month. So you'll get a full sheet of these. How many there are in there is going to depend on your number of characters. So obviously if you pick appointment, APPT, then you'll have more stickers. So the longer the stickers are, I mean, the less I can probably fit on a page, but I'm thinking that it'll be probably around like 300, somewhere around there. I'm guessing between like all your stickers that you'll get is going to be maybe 300. I don't know. We'll see. Sorry, this video is already very long, but I just wanted to be super super in depth with you guys about what you're getting. So after that, after your stickers, and a small tangent, or a small rambly tangent. So yeah, you'll get these boxes for, the check boxes for these weekly horizontals. And then this on the left, if you look, this is going to be a different layout, which is the subject layout, which is going to have the days across the top and the areas of your life that you'd like to categorize down the side. So, or whatever you want to put in here. So, again, I haven't decided whether I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes or 6 boxes. I don't know. I'm going to figure out how many there are going to be, because I want to make sure that they're usable. I don't want to give you boxes that are too small. Like I said, if the planner isn't functional for you, then why even have it? So, and this is just for the classic size. So if you decide to get the, take that out, there's just a scribble page. The mini size, which is going to be the 4.5 by 7, you won't just get this planner shrunk down, you'll get it basically formatted for this size. So if there are, you'll definitely get less boxes, because I want to make sure that, like I said, they're usable, but you're not just going to get this whole planner to shrunk down into this size. I'm going to reformat, everything's going to be reformatted for this size if you decide on the mini. And I know Kat had mentioned in a comment that she was looking for the personal size, pocket size rings. So I'm looking into offering that. And for custom orders, I'm happy to make you guys custom orders too. So that is not a problem. So that'll be a customizable option that you guys can do. If you have a weird size, if you want to do like B6, B7, A5, A7, half letter. There's a lot of things that I can do, and I can make this for you. I'll just work up a quote for what it'll be. But this is going to be the oh my gosh, the subject. I keep wanting to say student layout, and it's the subject layout. So you can put your subjects at the side, and then your week goes this way. Again, and these have the little boxes in the bottom because you can't write anywhere else. So same thing with these. You will get stickers that fit perfectly in there. Again, I did not pre-plan this video to make sure that these boxes fit. I'm actually out of more paper anyway, so I couldn't make any if I wanted to. I'm waiting, it's supposed to be here tomorrow. So the boxes will be 7 across and then maybe 6 or 7 down. Just haven't decided yet. Obviously in the big will fit a little bit better because it's bigger. So this is gonna be your subject horizontal subject layout. Same thing, you still get your task stickers, you still get your checkbox stickers, you still get everything. Same thing, this is just going to be the layout that you pick for your months going forward. So what else? You will also get a goals page, which should have been in the very beginning, and it is. So there is the goals and dreams. So I don't know, I might just name it goals, I don't know. But this is I wanted to settle on the layout first. So these are gonna be your short-term goals, things that you can accomplish within the next 1 to 2 months. Midterm, I don't know, 3 to 6 months, and then long-term are gonna be like over a year. Because we have a lot of big, lofty goals, and a lot of things become dream plans where we'd like to do it, but it doesn't mean that it's gonna happen. So these are things that we would like to be able to do, and that's kind of how I saw this. Like, these are the things that you're gonna accomplish, that these are your goals, you're gonna make some actionable tasks and steps to achieve these goals, but you're also gonna have dream plans. Like, it would be great if I could, I don't know, lose 10 pounds, lose 20 pounds. It would be great if I could, reduce my blood pressure. It would be great if, I got into a college that I wanted. So these are gonna be the things that, like, your dream plans, where it's not setting the goal, like setting yourself up for failure if you don't achieve it, but it's still giving you that I'd like to work towards this, but I'm not putting an end date on it kind of thing, if that makes sense. And then this is gonna be the vision board. So some people like vision boards, some people don't. So you may not use this as a vision board. I may just take that off. It may just be 2023 across the top and it just be a blank page. That might be a good idea. So we'll just, yeah. So it would be, I'm just gonna white this out real quick like. So that's kind of what it would look like. So it's just 2023. So maybe I'll do that. I like that. It's not a bad idea. Go Kim. So that's gonna be your goals and vision page. You'll get that when you first sign up, unless you guys want it every month, but I think that wouldn't make any sense. Why would you get one every month? So you get that when you first sign up at the very beginning. You'll also get a projects page, which your projects are going to look like this. So if you saw my old layout, it was a bunch of blocks and lines, and I didn't like that. Again, cleaner aesthetic. So I made this where you put your project up here. Whoops. Your project goes up here, whoop, across the top. And these can either be check marks, or if you use them like I do, I put little dates right there by when I need to accomplish these tasks by. So these are gonna be the tasks that make up this project, basically. Because my boyfriend was a little bit confused about, he was like, I don't really understand. He's like, what are these boxes? Because it looks like a tiny piece of college ruled paper. So the name of your project, and then all your tasks are gonna go below it. And then next to it, you can check them off, you can put little dates for when you wanna accomplish them by. I put dates, and then I just cross out the ones that I've accomplished. So you're gonna get a front and back of that, and you're gonna get that in your startup pack. I'm not gonna include this every month, only because a lot of people, if you have projects, they're not necessarily every month you have a project to complete, like this many projects to complete. This is gonna be kind of a running list for your year. That's how I envision this. So you'll get your projects page, and then you'll also get 6. We decided on 6 note pages. So that will be 6 pages of notes. So that'll be 6 pages, front and, I don't know, Front and back, yeah, because I wanted to do 3 and 3. Yeah, okay. So you'll get 12 12 pages total, but like, or I guess would that be a sheet? I don't know, guys. Correct me below. You'll get 12 notes pages, but it'll be like 6 sheets, if that makes sense. So like 6 pieces of paper, but front and back. So you'll get that every at the beginning, excuse me, and then you'll get 3 front and back every month to add on. And then you can always purchase like bulk packs of notes too. You'll be able to add those on as just like filler paper. And then you can pick the quad dot grid, quad dot grid, is this dot grid? So quad dot grid lined, which is just straight up lined paper, which let's see if I have one in here. Yep, this, so it's just the straight up, just lined paper, just lined, or you can get it totally blank, where it's just the header across the top and blank. So that's up to you, whatever you want. I'm not gonna, again, put you in a box. So you get that in your first planner pack. And then I kind of went over what you're gonna get every month. So you're gonna get, again, you're gonna get your, every month, your 1 month calendar page, and then you're gonna get your layouts of whatever you decide. So that's gonna be 31 daily or 5 weeks of your weekly kit. Oh, I didn't even show you the dashboard layout. See, here I was talking about dashboards. I didn't even show you the dashboard. So here, this is the dashboard layout. This is the other weekly layout that you get, that you can choose from. So you'll have 1 or 2, or excuse me, 2 daily layouts. Holy cow. 2 daily layouts that you can pick from, or 1, 2, 3, 4 weekly layouts that you can pick from for your planner. So it'll be these very light gray boxes, which has nothing in them, or you can pick to have the filled in gray boxes, which are, again, it's a very light gray. You can hardly see them. But it's just enough to kind of give you that border of where you're supposed to write. So this will be your other option too, if you want to get the weekly layout. So it'll look like this on a page. So then you'll get, you know, the 5 weeks of all of these. And then the very last one, if I go, the first one's a dashboard. Maybe the first one might be note, like for the layout. When you get your little pack, the first page might be notes, or the last one at the very end of your month might be notes. I haven't decided yet. So you'll get another little like note section every month, but individual notes pages by themselves, you only get the 3 sheets and the 6 printed pages every month, if that makes sense. So you'll have little spaces for notes kind of all over, because we are always jotting down notes. So let's move on to the packs that you could probably add on. So these aren't all of them that I'm gonna do, but one of the ones that I wanted to, oh, brain dump. I didn't even put brain dump in there. Again, sorry, you get this too when you sign up for your annual. Oh my gosh. See, I'm all over the place. You get a brain dump. See, that's why I have this pile next to me of things that I needed to go over. So you get a brain dump, again, gray boxes, and your category is down the side, where you put in your category of what this is going to be classified as. So personal, work, school, and then just put in whatever, it's treated like an inbox almost, where you will put in whatever comes to mind or any tasks that you might need to complete before it gets sorted. So that'll be your brain dump. You'll get, sorry, and that's front and back. You'll get one of those when you first sign up. And I might include that every month, because we have a lot of brain dump thoughts. So I might do that for the first month. So, or excuse me, every month. And then this is gonna be your daily schedule. Jury's still out on the layout. I haven't decided yet. There's obviously not a header on this one, but this might be, you're gonna get this page every month anyway, but I don't know if it's gonna be your schedule, if it's gonna be tasks. You can kind of use this however you want. This is gonna be like kind of like a flex page. So you're gonna get 6 down here, and then maybe 3 up here or 2 up here. I don't know yet, but the way I use mine is for a schedule. So if you saw my last schedule, it was written on a piece of scratch paper. So this is my daily schedule. So this is how I have it laid out. if you wanted to look at it. So everything, and this is going to be probably, I don't know if I'm going to keep this broken out like this, but my times and then everything that I have to do kind of around those times. Nothing's really set in stone. Here's my AM planner routine, everything that I check, but this is how I use it. So I use this page, so it's just going to be my schedule, where I need to be at certain times. So, or what tasks I should be completing at this time-ish, give or take. Okay, so this is like the world's longest video already, but I had to take a quick battery pack changing break. So another thing that I want to maybe include, I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Again, it may be an option for you to add on, is going to be a table of contents, because you also want to be able to find everything in your planner. So table of contents, not sure yet. And the back of mine is just notes pages. So we shall see. I don't know. I might add that on. So that'll be one of your possible add-ons. The next one, I did projects, and we did, you know what? I think I'm going to include this in every month, actually, now that I'm looking at it. I don't know if this will be an add-on. I might do a cleaning pack that'll be like an extra, like more comprehensive one, but I think I'll include this in every one. Your weekly cleaning. So this is going to be maybe like 2 sheets of these, because this is 2 weeks. So I don't know, maybe 1 sheet. I don't know, because if you have to do the same things every week, you don't really need multiple sheets of this, I guess. Let me know below what you guys think. So maybe you just get this in your startup pack. I don't know. I haven't decided. So I'm thinking just in the startup pack at this moment, but let me know if it would be beneficial to get this every month. But then, yep, you can just put your tasks right here and what places or your areas or your zones, whether you follow Fly Lady, Clean Mama, whatever types of systems that you use. I just put dust, and then I put all the places I need to dust, or I put scrub, and then I put all the things I need to scrub. That's kind of how my brain works. I don't know about you guys, but that's how I sort it out. And I'll show you in my planner. I think I have it. The one that's, I think I have it. So anyway, we'll look at that. Okay, and then the next thing that you're gonna get in the pack every month is going to be a shopping list. So I made these. These are just for little half sheet inserts for the classic size. I did not just put grocery list, because it's not just going to be for your groceries. Maybe it's going to be a wish list, or it's going to be things you need to buy, I don't know, clothing, or in bulk. I don't know. But I think you're going to get, I don't know, maybe like 3 of these, 2 of these. I don't know. I haven't decided. Maybe 3, 5. I'll do some counting. I'll see how I use this, because I literally just made this yesterday. And so they just would pop into your planner, and then you can kind of move it wherever you want. So that way you can keep a running list for taking to the store. Wow, that was a massive, not great. So then you would just take it to the store with you. So I made it so it kind of folds if you wanted to fold it up. That way it's not too cumbersome. And that's why I made it just a half sheet instead of a full sheet. So we'll see. We'll see how many you get, but you'll get one of these in your startup. You'll get some of these in your startup pack, and then you also get them every month, because you don't go shopping once a year, unless you're a hermit. Wait, is that me? And then the next thing that you'll get is going to be 1 sheet of labels for your dividers. So I don't know if it's going to be a full sheet or a half sheet. I think it's just going to be a half sheet, because this is kind of excessive. But you're gonna get a sheet of, same thing with the task sheets, you're gonna pick your divider labels, and these are gonna be for dividers down the side, down the bottom, or across the top, whichever ones you pick for your dividers for your startup pack. And then I'll show you those in a second, but these will be your divider labels that you pick. I think you'll probably get 4 categories, because there are 4 dividers. So again, let me know what you guys think. If you want like a little, like a few blank ones too, just you can write in whatever you want. I might include those anyway, no matter what. But these are just what I made. So those are the things that you'll always get. And then here's one that I made for content, because I could not find, and in the last video I talked about this content plan, because I have a bunch of content ideas and then I didn't have plans for them. So this will be something that you can add on. It's gonna be like a social media pack for your content. So this is going to show, so these are like, I'll show you the blank one first. So here's the blank one, and this is going to be your content posts. So these are what you're gonna post on obviously each platform every single day. And then I left 2 spaces here blank for you so you can put in whatever you want. But these are gonna be your posts. And then you go to the back side, whoop, and here's gonna be your tags. So say you have tags that are specific to Monday, like me. So I have Make Something Monday, or Maker Monday, or Motivation Monday. Then you would put those here. So then you can put a little check mark next to whether you use them or not that day. So that'll be kind of fun to track. I mean, that's my thought. That's what you would do. And then you can put all hashtags that you think of or see, and you can just jot them down here. So I have like, oh my gosh. So like mine are like Planner Addict, Planner Addicts, Planner Junkie, Planner Inspiration, stuff like that. So these are just how I use it for my tags. But that's gonna be part of the social media, and that's going to be social media content. And you'll also get some analytics tracking with it, because I think that's also kind of important to be able to track your analytics for like how many things you have, but I don't want that to be the main focus. So moving on to the dividers. So the dividers that you get are going to be, the options are going to be frosted or white. I think I'll do frosted or white. So these are obviously the frosted ones. And these, gosh, of course I have like hair on it. So these are the bottom tabs, and these are 4 across the bottom. So these are a little bit thinner than traditional like Happy Planner dividers, or dividers that you might get from, I don't know, a smaller shop. As you can see, you can obviously see through them, but they're pretty thin. I don't know what the mill is on it, but they're not super thick, because bulking up your planner is pointless to me with the dividers, because if you have your planner and half of them are dividers, then that's just pointless. And that's just adding bulk that you don't need. So I purposely made these thin. It's not like I'm not being cheap. I made these thin, and I picked a great supplier for the material, but I wanted them to be thinner because I didn't want to add bulk to your planner, but I still wanted you to be able to use them in a way that they're thicker than the paper, and that you can rely on them, so to speak. So yeah, having a bulky planner really frustrates me. So these are the bottom ones, and these go, just across the bottom. I have not made the top ones, but they're essentially gonna be the same this way. So these would be top tabs, 4 of them across the top or 4 across the bottom. One side is a textured side, the other side is smooth. So there is kind of a front and back. But I mean, you're creative. You guys can always use them the other way if you want to, but I like the material, like the textured side facing me. So I have the textured side out. And then same thing for the side dividers. They are going to be, same thing, frosted or clear, which I have them upside down, so backwards. So these guys are going to be, oh my gosh, frosted or white. Holy cow. See, this video's gone on way too long, but I'm already losing my mind. So these are same thing, same material, but they're just gonna be side dividers. So I picked 4. You guys can always add on more, but you're gonna get 4 when you sign up, and you can pick from the side or top, bottom, or you can get both. You can add on as many as you want, but you're gonna get some regardless. You just have to pick which orientation you want your dividers to be. So they are awesome. I've been using them. So I think that's it for what I wanted to kind of talk through. So I guess without further ado, do you want to watch me move into my planner? Yeah, let's assemble this.